Chapter 1. Blood on the Desert Floor. The wind howls through the empty streets at Ciudad Juárez, carrying with it the scent of dust and something dark or something metallic. It's the kind of night where the shadows stretch longer than they should, where the neon glow of cantinas flickers like dying embers against the blackened sky. Somewhere in the sprawling city, a killer is awake, and he is waiting. It's the early 2000s, and Juárez is already a place of ghosts. The femicides have been happening for years, young women disappearing, their bodies found in the desert, discarded like trash. The police call it an epidemic. The people call it a curse. But this night, something different stirs in the air. A new predator has arrived. The first victim is found at dawn, a girl, no older than 16, her body left in the scrubland just beyond the city limits. Her name is never officially released, but the whispers spread fast. She was last seen near the bus station, a place where girls like her, working class, vulnerable, dreaming of something better, often lingered. The killer took her from there. No one saw a thing. The crime scene is brutal. The desert floors stained dark, the earth drinking in the blood like it's thirsty. There are no signs of a struggle, no torn clothing, no defensive wounds, just the quiet, final stillness of a life extinguished. The investigators move through the scene with practiced detachment, but even they can't hide the unease in their eyes. This isn't just another femicide. This is something worse. Detective Miguel Rojas is one of the first on the scene. He's seen his share of horrors in Juárez, but this case is different. The precision of the cuts, the way the body is posed, almost reverently. It's not the work of a man who hates women. It's the work of a man who believes he's doing something sacred. He's not just killing, Rojas mutters to his partner, his voice low. He's leaving a message. The message is clear. This is only the beginning. José Luis Cabañas Velázquez, a name that won't surface for years. But in the shadows of Juárez, he's already a specter. A man with a history of violence, a man who moves through the city unseen. He works odd jobs, drifts between neighborhoods, never staying too long in one place. He's quiet, unremarkable, The second victim is found 3 weeks later. Another girl, another desert grave. The pattern is unmistakable now. The same method, the same care in the way the body is arranged. The police know they are dealing with a serial killer, but in a city where hundreds of women have gone missing, where the system is broken and the corruption runs deep, catching him seems impossible. The families of the victims are left with nothing but questions. No justice, no closure. Just a hollow ache of knowing their daughters are out there somewhere in the desert, waiting to be found. And then the third body. This time, the killer leaves something behind, a scrap of fabric, a button from a uniform, a clue. The investigators scramble, following the trail, but it leads them nowhere. The desert is vast, and the killer knows it better than they do. The media picks up the story. Reporters swarm the city, their cameras flashing like fireflies in the night. They call him the Beast of Juárez, a name that sticks like a brand. The fear spreads. Parents keep their daughters inside after dark. The streets grow quieter, but the killings don't stop. Cabañas moves like a ghost. He watches from the edges, studying the chaos he's created. He's not just a killer as a performer. He wants to be seen. He wants to be feared. And he's just getting started. The fourth victim is different. She's older, tougher. She fights back. There are signs of a struggle this time, bruises on her wrists stirred under her fingernails. But it's not enough. The killer overpowers her. He takes her to the desert, just like the others. But this time, he makes a mistake. He leaves a footprint, a single clear impression in the soft earth. The investigators photograph it, measure it, compare it to the others. It's a match. The same shoe, the same tread, the same man. The breakthrough comes from an unexpected source, a janitor, a local school. He remembers seeing a man lurking near the playground, watching the girls as they walked home. He describes him in detail. Tall, thin, with a quiet intensity in his eyes. A man who doesn't belong. The police put out a warrant. The name José Luis Cabañas Velázquez surfaces in their records. A man with a history of petty crimes. A man who's been in and out of jail for years. A man who, when they finally track him down, looks at them with a smile. "You're too late," he says. And he's right. By the time they arrest him, the bodies are already buried. The families are left with nothing but grief. The city's left with a new nightmare. The Beast of Juárez is in custody. But the shadow he cast over the city will never fade. The desert wind still howls at night. The blood on the floor is long dry, but the memory of it lingers. The girls who were taken are still out there, somewhere, waiting to be found. And somewhere in a prison cell, José Luis Cabañas Velázquez sits in silence, his work done. But the story isn't over. Not yet.